See, the danger of that is the flank. If NAVI come up connector, they can really make things annoying in the backline, and NIP didn't know it was a full CT retake. So pistol round going the way of NAVI, but a bomb plant giving guns to NIP, and this is a hell of a second round buy, if I say so myself. 3 AKs stacked with utility, 2 Deagles. NAVI nowhere near the level of investment that NIP have here, considering they lost that previous round. We got 2 FAMASes, some MP9s, and a shotgun.
Let's see what old mate Simple can do with this XM then. Down here in the connector, he'll put up the first, and the mere sound of this shotgun has sent Plopsky back into the connector. So he's going to look for a ways out. However, actually deciding to stick around just a bit with the smoke down in the door. He's only left one angle for Simple, and they molly him down, trying to get a peek onto him. Trying to isolate this fight while they've got him trapped, but he's not budging.
Yeah, the issue is, like, you know, you still got to push into the stairwell. You still got to push into the close position. And Simple, he's got a shotgun. He's got the gun for the job. And he is ready and waiting for you to come his way. These 3 rifles hunting him down, and maybe they'll come to regret that. That is brutality. And you understand why NIP want to get Simple out of that position, right? They know he's in the connector. Regardless of what side they hit, he can fast rotate and be in the backline. So they need to rid the man out of that position. But oh dear, Plopsky getting hounded down will get 1. And Simple, he's grabbed himself an AK. He's looking for a little bit more. No one pushing for NAVI. They're just going to hold on to the bomb here in connector. And honestly, it's just a save for Plopsky. He should be able to get away with things unless NAVI come up that ladder. That is not the round that NIP wanted, considering the weaponry they had. They could have obviously bypassed it by going fast long or fast B, but you know, not expecting an XM to go and get a 3-piece down in con. NAVI, they're going to make a lot of money off that as well. Simple has 7k before buying and an AK. If he wants, he can continue to play it for at least another round where you know NIP are eco, or he can drop it over, buy the AWP, and get that in nice and early. We might see it delayed until the next, though, because, of course, NIP just have pistols, and NAVI don't want to buy up an AWP and get 1 deagged and give that gun over, so staying with the rifles for now. NIP full D ground with nothing else. Oh my, that is something else. And that's probably why you don't want to, you know, spend all your money in this round if you're NAVI. Shots like that, we know NIP can fire off with these Deagles. No, they don't have Electra anymore, which is a shame when it comes to these, you know, pistol rounds, but like there's just so much talent. Rez, Twist, and well, Plopsky's already found that opener. And we know AWPers like pistols as well, so Nork might be naughty with his 2. Certainly electronic on this top side. Simple's gone down lower, but he might need to rotate back up because NIP are grouping, and grouping fast towards the toilets, looking to just run over this A-bomb site.
And look to come in and do damage. Simple now, repositioning onto the truck, has electronic alongside him.
Ooh. Oh,
maybe.
Nice.
There's the lineup. Twist all alone, 1v4. Really fancy his odds here. But now there is a buy coming in.
Yeah, nice couple of kills with the pistols, Plopsky specifically, but nothing all too interesting there for NIP. We're waiting for the gun rounds, and here they are. Simple on the AWP as well, right in with a bite. And he has to spawn too. Certainly a fan of that one as he goes aggressively towards middle. Electronic alongside him takes connector, but NIP want a bit of faster control here. They'll molly it off, not letting Electronic take that deep fight. Nate does do some damage. Simple's hanging around the divider, and NAVI are going to choose to give up this stairwell away. Moving back and letting the AWP find opening kills here. Ooh, there's a jump, simple. Late shot won't connect. He has to fall back now. The Molotov's going to push him off of the divider. And NIP going about their business, taking the map control as they should. This is a nice default. They've got B short. They own the toilets. They haven't cleared long yet. And Electronic, you know, he's able to come in on these wraps if that is not cleared for NIP. But they're going to look to do that right now. Twist moving into position, actually reconsidering. Bomb is outside of B, so NIP, it's not the end of the world if they don't get Electronic out of here. They've at least pushed Simple back. They need to keep him on A so they can rotate down lower and go into this three-man setup. If that is a three-man setup and Simple in heaven with the orb, that's a real problem for Na'Vi. Simple dropping a short smoke, or a monster smoke rather, from the A site, and that's going to throw another 15 seconds out of the hands of NIP. Not much they can do. And that 15 seconds, that's huge for Na'Vi, because they just sit back, they realize nothing's going on outside of A, and NIP are likely grouping B. They don't want to over-rotate because they have no info on that top site other than Electronic on long, but NIP are about to burst B, and Na'Vi will have those quick rotations.
Oh, Boomich gets deleted. Now more than ever, we need to see these rotations coming on through. Perfecto's trying to hold the line as best he can, but only good for one. And Simple arriving a little late to the party is still here backing Graffiti. He's got to look to do some artwork of his own. Paintbrush is out, and Electronic in from heaven, going to put up another. So we're into this 2-on-2. Pretty picture here for Na'Vi. Plopsky and Nork, two players that remain, wondering where on earth the rest of the team went. Ooh. This crossfire set up. And Plopsky's been spotted, but not dealt with yet. There's very little time left on this bomb. So Na'Vi, they've got to pick up the pace, and they deal with Plopsky. Now just Nork left to beat. Simple's on the angle, and it's a 2v4 for Electronic and Simple. That is a great sign for me that this Na'Vi squad is stumbling back to its feet after what felt like a little hiatus from the high-flying performances of these two individuals. That's a bit of a vintage Simple and Electronic clutch.
The deadly duo, we know it, we love it, and we wear it. It's going to be a nice round for Na'Vi. And yeah, okay, they may have dropped to ENCE yesterday, but at least, you know, looking at the numbers alone, Electronic and Simple still performed. Obviously, Simple was top of the server, but, you know, it's not always just coming down to the numbers here, as NIP are realizing they may find a lot of opening kills and get control of B, but a 2-on-4 retake, oof. NIP very keen to take those gunfights, not winning enough of them to justify it. Boomich leaving Connector in this round, a triple A setup, and NIP, this is a interesting round because they've got double B with a bomb, a third joining them, they're clearing Con. But coming out into middle with no support from the mid area is a bit of a risk. So NIP is just going to be safer to burst B short and commit into this site. This is going to be an early execute. They're not going to wait this down to the final 30 seconds this time, but with time on the clock, Na'Vi are starting to get curious. Push through the smoke. NIP are just running at it. Molotov is down. Nork's going to clear the site. He gets a first opener, looking for a second. If they get this in the bomb pot, that's it for the NIP. They should have this round under lock and key, and Na'Vi want nothing to do with it, abandoning the bomb site. Simple saves the orb, and they'll give NIP their first. Certainly helps the NIP get out with 5 alive as well, right? Nothing worse than winning your first rifle round and winning in a one-on-one clutch and then getting out with, you know, just 3,400 a player or 3,500 a player, barely enough to buy full, not really even enough to buy, you know, AK armor. And, well, NIP, they're going to get out with everyone. So money to fall back on if things do hit the fan. And they certainly could with Na'Vi reinvesting right into this 5th round, or 6th round, rather. Betway might want to update that advert with Let Crow in it. I mean, I guess he's still signed to NIP, right? So maybe not. Always a thought.
Yeah, NIP, they're going to try and repeat this success down here towards this B bomb site, and now grouping up, ready to head on in. It's Crossfire not assembled in time, and Perfecto and Flamey falling once again. This B site a bit of a problem now for Na'Vi. Boomich, Electronic, and Simple left in the hot seat right now, and Boomich almost finding a double through the corner of that smoke. He is getting wrapped on the left side, and that flash is good to maybe allow a kill coming from Hampus, but actually Nork, sorry, up close, dealing with Boomage. Electronic hidden in the sight, little nasty surprise at the center of this one. Electronic trying to deal yet another jawbreaker as he falls back into the pit. Has this cover from Simple at Graffiti. NIP, it's grinded to a halt, and a nice flick from Electronic. Hampus does damage onto Simple, but not enough to find the kill. And if you poke the bear, that just makes him more angry. Simple actually leaves it to Electronic to find that 5th round on the board for Na'Vi. Once again, the dynamic duo doing it all. They're 19-2 between the two of them.
Wow, that's just unreal. Like, again, fast trade, successful for NIP. I don't think Na'Vi were expecting such a quick execute. They get caught off setting up outside Monster, and Electronic, he just stays at the back of the site. No one checks him, and he gets away with far more than he should. 3 in the round, 10-1. Ugh. How do you even defeat that if you're NIP? Well, at least they have another buy round off the back of that previous 5 alive, as said. Back to A as well. They've not really had a lot of success here. Worth noting, the B rush that worked out for NIP 2 rounds ago was the round where Na'Vi had 3 on A, and the second NIP got 2 kills with no trades, Na'Vi just threw in the towel and went, yeah, you can have the round. But this time Na'Vi had 3 on the lower bomb site, and they were at least able to put up enough of a defense to stop that plant. In this round, that's the same. Again, 3 lower. Electronic with a bait and switch on long with Simple's AWP. Electronic, he's getting hungry, he's getting angry. Ooh, and he's going to get a bullet to the face. Luckily, dinged through the tree, so he will live to fight another day, down to 29. Simple's going to support him and deny a repeat for NIP. You'll notice Boomage has come up as well, so heavy setup on this top site for good reason. NIP are all surrounding it. Only Nork down lower, who can sell a bit of a fake later, or just hold this control so that NIP can rotate down the connector if needed. But right now, they're just trying to be silent on this A site. Question is for Nork, does he go before or does he go after? Is he a backstab or is he selling a fake? Looks like he is going to hit it at the same time. Right through Monster, trying to be the first point of contact here. Na'Vi are going to see it, but do they rotate off of A? Right now, still stacked with 3 on this top site. Oh, Electronic getting caught. Plopsky with the entry. Double kills up for Nip, but Simple quick with the shot.
And with Nork down at this B site, there's a temporary 3-on-3 inside of A for Na'Vi on this retake. Not that they're to know that, though. They are looking curious as to what this site has in store, but without this heavy duo of Simple and Electronic still standing, is that going to be enough to tempt Na'Vi in? Half the time ticked off the bomb now, and still floating around. They try and wide swing, and they do pick up Plopsky, but this is already looking like the save for Na'Vi. Now, as they go back down towards this B site, Nork has been here the whole time to try and deny these trades. They've spotted him now, and they know he's here.
Oh, I like that new icon in the kill feed as well. Just keep adding to it. Flamey dice to the bomb. Nork dropped by Perfecto. The exits aren't really there for Na'Vi, but they certainly are for NIP, converting a top site round with a nice double opener and then denying really almost all the saves on that lower site as well. So Na'Vi's money finally getting drawn into question in this game. Simple does buy up the AWP, he has just enough for it. Actually, I think it got dropped over, rather. Either way. Hampus clearing cons silently. Electronic is here tucked as well, so it's going to come down to whether NIP check this corner. Oh, they'll do more than that. They'll volley him out as well. Electronic, how does he take one down with him? Tries to escape the flames, but Plopsky will just let him roast in the fire. NIP looking to execute B off the back of that connector control. Na'Vi are rotating up because of it, and that's the wrong read to make. Only 2 on Monster. Is this going to be enough to hold down the Swedes?
At the very least, it slowed them down and made them maybe reconsider this. However, with no map control anywhere else on the map for NIP, they're kind of forced into this B play. And right now, it might not necessarily be the worst idea, right? With 2 players here in Perfecto and Flamey, And these rotations being a little ways away from Boonich and Simple, this is the right place to find yourself. However, on the receiving end of Flamey's MP9, not where you want to find yourself anytime soon. And Perfecto's going to finish off the man at short. Leaves it all onto Twist. And the flashes are just perfect from NAVI. Every one of those peaks met with a stellar little pop flash to set Flamey up. 6 on the board now for NAVI on NIP's map pick.
Yeah, worth noting, yesterday it was said that the Hampers was somewhat calling Lecro's game on Vertigo, and obviously that didn't really work, right? They got smacked, but yeah, I wonder about that, right? Because NIP, they were really, really good with Lecro on this map. This was excellent overpass for NIP. Like, they were taking it over some really, really good overpass teams, such as Astralis, for example, like a couple of times, in fact. So, you know, with a new in-game leader, how much is there to learn? Is he calling the same setups? And if so, I don't even know if I like that, right? Unless Threat is like completely commanding the in-game leading, or at least telling Hampers how he should call. But at that point, why did you bring in another in-game leader? There's just so many questions for NIP, and I never know what to make of it. And again, I think we need some time for this team, which really doesn't bode well considering they made this roster change, you know, coming into this tournament. So doesn't really give them a whole lot of time, but got to make do with what they've got. Out mid they go as a 5-man unit here. It's a low economy round for NIP.
Oh, Simple, given a chance, doesn't actually find that shot there. Not the second time around either. Simple, they are getting closer with every missed shot. No. They get closer and closer. He hits that one, not the second. Oh, no, little flick, little 360 from Simple. That's an AWP given over, though, and an AK retrieved on Plopsky. Suddenly, this buy feels pretty formidable. I say buy, right? Suddenly, these weapons that have been scavenged in this partial buy round feel pretty formidable on the NIP side. And there's a good chance they could continue to find damage here into this 3-on-3, stacking up over at long. They're going to send Nork back into mid just to reroute and try and keep an eye on any of these potential flanks. There's no one there for Na'Vi. We know that, but NIP don't. And now they're just going to sit and wait. If Na'Vi try and go for any information plays, which is exactly what NIP want, that's where this AWP is going to strike one from the tally, and with it, man advantage given over to NIP.
Yeah, he was holding such a tight gap that the flash didn't affect Twist, and Boomich dies trying to get that info. Flamey, nice shot, finds Nork, knows there's at least one more at long, but that's all the info he has, and Perfecto is taking his sweet time with this rotation. He's not even choosing to do it as well, just in case NIP go back. But why would they go back? They are fully indebted, fully committed to this bomb site, even out. And Flamey, he's going to get checked here, you would imagine. His gun's sticking out, but he gets the drop on Plopsky. 10 seconds for this plant, and Twist does get the trade. Is he ready to plant? Is he going to get it down in time? Perfecto's running from CT, and Twist knows it. He's got 5 seconds, and that's just enough, but it will give a room for Perfecto to get out onto the truck. He has. Actually going to recommit inside of the smoke. Twist doesn't realize. Now he's looking at the left side. That gives the room for Perfecto to move, and Twist backs up to play the bomb. Smart move. Perfecto going to realize that he's likely left the site, but he doesn't know for sure.
Oh, Twist, what a round. 4 kills in it, and he's gone full on Boeing at the 7-4-7 scoreline. NIP going to put that 3rd round up on the board, and the AWP worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, and Simple committing to those shots along now really doesn't feel worth it, right? With how that AWP is the one gun that actually wins the round for NIP. Simple knows that, like, you know, if you're in that position, you can take a couple of shots, but then you've got to run. And he just decides, all right, I'm going to commit. And that would be fine if he gets, you know, 2-3 kills, but Simple only gets 1 because he whiffs a few shots, unlike him to see. And now the money is the problem for Na'Vi, as Simple's put down to an M4. At least armed and dangerous. Electronic, also dangerous, but less armed. 5-7 is all he can muster, and Na'Vi don't really have a lot of weaponry in this round. If they lose it, they're going to get broken, and that can give NIP the route back into this T side. May have been a slow start, but they can certainly pick up the pace off the back of this victory.
Well, the 1M4 that is in play in this round is on the back of Simple, holding on to this position, but he gets deleted. He does land a dink onto Rez. Sadly, the AK wins that one. And Now the man advantage taken for NIP. They're stacking up outside of A. Gotta check the cubby for a little electronic hiding himself in this position. Well, they do it. 5-7 with a banana on it. Oh, he lines up the double there. It's a collateral with the 5-7. No. Boomich comes in with his big old deagle, flopping it around, and he gets that kill. Now Nork trying to regain control of the bomb, but Electronic, who's already been a nuisance, is here, and he does get mopped up, but this has allowed for the rotations to come back through for Navi, and Flamey with his MP9 almost doing enough. It's finished off by Perfecto. The pistols, they do it for the Navi side. 7 on the board, and give NIP a bit of a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, if NIP win that round, which they should, they would completely roll Navi in the follow-up and likely just go up to like 5-6 rounds on this T side, for free. Now their work is really cut out for them because we're 10 rounds deep and they have 3 to their name. Navi recovering their economy with a big force by victory and breaking NIPs in the process. They're going to buy because they've got a little bit. And on Twist a lot. Another AWP, Nork on the rifle, and I think that's the last AK they're going to have here. It's surrounded by pistols. Rez was the second highest rated overpass player in the top 50 in 2019. Zywoo was top. I'd imagine that would hold true on more maps than one, but damn. Rez right now 4-8, waiting for him to warm into this game. No AWP here for Navi. They don't quite have the funds. So back to full rifles. By saying that, actually, sorry, still 2 MP9s. The quick smoke in mid for NIP. They will extinguish the Molotov to take control. Simple hears that smoke go down, and he's going to back up, knowing that NIP have sped up the pace towards middle. And he put a stop to it.
I like how much NIP are believing in Twist after his hot shot round just a few ago with this AWP. So let's see if putting this faith in him again was the right call to make. Boomich going to get the information that he's posted up over at Long. And so Navi, they've at least seen this AWP. They know that it's in play. Not creeping up close. The AK is a bit of an unknown entity, and Boomich still tucked back in the site, has called for a rotation up from B. That's Perfecto making his way up now. Something else to bear in mind is that Flamey is pushing the extremities of this B site. He'll get the information that it's clear, and while all this is going on, Electronic is very, very deep within the connector, but this isn't really a position that's going to benefit Navi very much. He's going to come in a little bit late, if anything, on this wrap round. So if these guys in the site can hold the fort, maybe Electronic can get something done, but he's got to pick up the pace. He's got to get stuck into this round here and now. And NIP, they've hit the go button. They start to pick up the pace. You have to get past Simple first if you want to get into this site. Flopsky's up to the task. Rez going to dig down another, but he's the only man left standing. And now Electronic's flank, well, now it feels valuable. Coming up late through short, he'll delete Rez. AWP can be retrieved, and indeed it is. As an 8th round appears on the board for Navi.
The early value of Electronic's position there is the fact that, Navi can rotate 5 up towards A, and they know it can't be B. That's because the only positions NIP can rotate through are connector, where Electronic is, or T-spawn. And even though Electronic can't see T-spawn, he knows that NIP will run if they want to go that way. They're not going to sneak from mid to T-spawn to B. They're going to run that bit. So Electronic would have had the audio, and because of him being in that position, he can tell Navi to stack A, and that's a great bit of information gained from Navi. So actually really worth it. Now a B rush with the pistols, only Tex and Deegs, they get made quick work of. Perfecto, he hears the man down lower, and while he'll die, he'll get traded. Denied the ace, unfortunately, by Nork, but still around for Navi that they will take under their wing. And yeah, they just had good reads across this CT side. Nice bit of re-aggression when necessary, not overstepping. Simple's looking good, Electronic's looking better, and there's no weak link right now for Navi. Boomich is 4-10, but I barely noticed that right now because he's doing everything he needs to, getting the assist, getting good utility as well, and NIP have got no answers, at least not yet. 3 rounds left of the half, and another buy round to make it happen. Oh, that's a kill.
Okay.
Take that.
Round 2, and this time it's Electronic getting revenge. I can shoot through the wood too.
I wouldn't take that fight back if I were NIP. I'd run the hell away from that.
Mate, honestly, I didn't think they were really trying to. Like, Hampus was firing shots back, but it's Plopsky who fell. He was just like an innocent bystander.
Civilian casualties.
Oh, Flamey and Nork. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no. How's it gone down like that? Poor Nork. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, everything's gone wrong for NIP in this round, and it goes from bad to worse. Hampus, remember when you got that sick kill through the wood? Well, we need to have kind of 4 more of them, and...
We could wallbang this player here.
Do it, Hampus, do it. I dare you. Instead, he's going to elect to move in quietly, and I can't say I blame him. Ollie's going to force him forward. That air of quiet, that air of calm is out the window. And with it, so is this round for NIP. 10 on the board for the Na'Vi side. They reach double digits as they are laying waste to NIP here on their map pick.
Yeah, on their map pick, that's the crucial wording, right? Nuke's coming up next, and that's a map for NIP that's not been good. 3 losses in a row, only 2 victories in this year over Vitality and Godsend. Just generally a really, really good map for Na'Vi that they won Katowice on. So, yeah, they are going to be feeling pretty good about that follow-up, but we're not out of the woods yet. Na'Vi still need to put the bow on. They can find a 12-3, that would really lock NIP out of this half. NIP are playing for a 4-round half as well. They've got a good investment here considering the money, but it's still no guns. It's only pistols and util, so relying on that 15th round buy, Hampus and Co towards B short. NIP take that control nice and early, looking for another one of these B executes. They've had great util on B, like we've seen Molly execute and really good nade stacks for NIP, but the guns just aren't going to help them. The flashes will. Everyone is blind. Flamey gets a second chance to take one down, but he goes after that, and Rez trays to pick up a gun. Boomich going wide in the pit. Oh, he's dinked, and that's another weapon for NIP if they can hound him down. Electronic trying to cover, but they're coming in from the left side. Boomich can't see a thing. He somehow takes 2, and Electronic the same, 3 in the round, and he actually steals the kills out of the hands of Boomich. He'll take that every day though. Na'Vi locking down the B bomb site. Another anti-eco. NIP, no bomb plant either, but that won't prohibit them from buying in the last.
I'm very relieved that Electronic is looking this good, because, you know, man, like, I'm not putting it all on him, but it's like, you know, we come to expect a lot from this duo of Simple and Electronic, and I think, you know, throughout the CIS road to Rio, they weren't really delivering in the fashion that we expect. And that's not to say that anyone on Na'Vi really was. So the fact that they're looking to recover here, they're looking this damn good, I think is a good sign of things to come for Na'Vi, and I'm very happy about that. Man advantage taken in this round once again. In spite of losing Simple early on, they've been quick to get this one back in their favor, and now sitting in this 4-on-3. NIP, they're so scared, right? They've been pushed on seemingly every avenue of the map, so they're having to take all this time re-clearing these angles, getting back into middle, this area of the map that they should have in the majority of rounds. They've now spent a lot of time clearing it, and this leaves them with a minute on the clock as they group back up over here outside of the A site. Now, right now, there is only one man here for Na'Vi. However, that man is Electronic, so I think that kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, not the dude I want to walk into, even if it is a solo site setup, and I don't think that will remain for long either. Boomich is in heaven, so he can play that fast rotate and come join. He's jump spotting B short, he sees nothing. Electronic, they might even just play retake here if you're Na'Vi, right? Last round of the half, loads of flashes for the retake, kits available, man up. You know, depending how things go, right? If NIP push into the bank, Electronic can take those kills, and that will spur them on to get aggressive, I'm sure. But right now, NIP, they should just be focusing on getting that bomb plant, clearing out positions like the truck. Smoke on the bank, Molly on the truck, plant on the site. Electronic can't do a thing, but that's fine. He was playing retake from the get-go. The grenade lands, a little bit of damage, and here come Na'Vi with the 4-on-3. Flamey on the AWP as well. Could be a bit of a problem, but he's going to be the last man in. Hampus pushed, getting tagged. That will get heard. They should be ready for a bit of an aggressive player now, and he's going to get away with one. Trade immediately, again from Electronic, and here come Na'Vi.
There's a Plopsky. Can they keep this one? Now just Plopsky actually in NIP's favor. 1v2, but he has mopped up Electronic. Now only Boomich left to deal with. Does have a kit, taps the bomb, tries to bait the peek from Plopsky, and is able to lock it down. 12-3 at the end of the first half of play. Na'Vi with quite the lead. They've woken up on the right side of bed today, and so this map, this series, is sure to be an exciting one. You're going to have to join us after a quick break for the second half, so don't go anywhere.
dominant stuff here for Natas Vincere. 12-3 at the first half, and if those Betway odds weren't telling a picture of the start of the map, they certainly should be now. Considering this is NIP's map pick, they are down, but not yet out. Let's at least see what this pistol has in store for us for the Ninjas as they buy up with 3 sets of Kevlar, a kit, and a good bit of utility. Rez going to take a fight in middle. Risky one considering the lack of armor. An immediate tag will send him packing, and he's down to 70 off the back of that bullet. So Glocks, they do hurt. Only on armorless players though, otherwise that would be like 6 damage. So Rez, not the most lucky, but at least gets the information that Navi are moving through middle. Right now he is so low on A. This grenade could be of great value to throw into the toilets and to even back up and play retake and throw it on the default box, right? We see teams do that as well, but you don't want to play 5-on-5 retake pistol. That's not too standard here. You want to at least try and force some kills here early if you're Rez and set an IP up for success. Navi are moving in closer to the site as we speak. One man on long, the rest on the short side. And Rez has not enough information to call for a full rotate, but that's about to change.
Nade finds a little bit of chip damage spread thinly across most of Na'Vi. Rez not able to connect a shot just yet, and he is slowly but surely getting pressured. His teammate in the site is gone. Rez trying to hold the long corner does not fare well. Spam from Plopsky with a USP to remove Boomage, so into a 3-on-3 on the back of it. But there's still this terrifying man going by the name of Electronic inside of the site. Oh, ooh, nice shot there to find one. Oh, and a follow-up. He doesn't even have armor while this is going on. He is fighting naked, bare-knuckle boxing inside of this site. And Plopsky,
the kit's stuck.
1v3, the kit is stuck, and he does manage to get it. Deals with Electronic, but still 2 players left to find. Lots of pressure on Plopsky, but a nice response and simple. Not a man who's going to overpeak you. He's on the defuse, he's spinning around, spin to win, baby, and simple can't connect the shot in time. The defuse goes the way of NIP, even though Simple does deliver that kill just moments too late.
Look at that.
Stellar round from Plopsky, man.
What a gangster. I love this spin as well. He gets right on the bomb. He's not even like doing 360s, Harry. He's just going left, right, left, right, left, right. And well, it will work wonders. All he's trying to do there is move his head hitbox so much Simple can't connect it, right? Simple's therefore, his only way of winning that fight is by spamming the body. And we know how inaccurate those pistols can get after just a couple of shots leaving the chamber. So, yeah, Simple. Kill comes, but it comes a second too late. And NIP, they will save that pistol round that they never should have won after Electronic's heroics. Navi, a hero AK, it's on the back of this one man, and he's going to go into B. Not committing as the smoke lands. Electronic is fighting for the bomb right now with the P250. It didn't get spotted, though. If it did, Twist might have pushed this and tried to take this position, because an armorless Electronic and the bomb at his feet, that would have been a great setup for NIP, but safe decision to just give it away, fall back. You know you have the advantage anyway if you're the Swedes here, and Navi are pretty much just relying on Simple, so day in the office.
Electronic, not only is he fragging high in supply, but he's being a great teammate. He's dropped the AK over to Simple in this round.
What a guy. Considering he's 25-7 as well.
Yeah, it's the Navi classic. Even when they give the gun to Simple, it's not the guy who's first on the board. But obviously, right, like it's Simple. Yeah, that's what we call a bad meaning. Now, down here, Twist holding on, but only briefly. He's let go. His grip has lessened, and now it is faulted completely. This A site. Not going to be the object of desire for Navi, but this Famas on Rez just being a nuisance. Simple doesn't like nuisances, and so actually he's taken this whole round by storm. This one AK finding 3 allows the bomb plant, does immediately get dealt with by Plopsky, but Flamey's in with the response. Now doesn't have armor, and up against the MP9 that could make all the difference. The aim punch could send Flamey out of this round. Able to reposition, gets the shot off and lands the first bullet. That's what he needed to do. 13 on the board for Navi. The hero AK buy thrown into the hands of Simple. Blessed by Electronic finds 3 kills to make that round happen.
That's incredible. I mean, off the back of just 2 men, Flamey with a 1-tap onto the truck player as well, and he perfectly predicts that peak coming through from the MP9. Navi, man, that was an eco. That was 1 AK. And they're going to get it over the line. Feels like there's no round this team can't win. Double scouts for NIP. That's what they're relying on in this round. It will tag Simple and Electronic, actually. Pretty good damage, if you ask me. And the nade even puts further. But yet to see a kill here from the Ninjas, and Navi might just avoid these scouts by going right into B. If Flamey gets opening kills here, the bomb can just follow, so flash is good. He's going to send Popsky to the barrel. Ooh, Flamey got to watch out for that one. The Deagle does bite back, and so the Molotov is going to trap Popsky until he smokes it off. This is just a game of cat and mouse for Navi. Now the grenades are going to rain in double artillery, and it still doesn't kill him. Put your ones in chat, because Popsky is still standing, but not for much longer, you'd think.
I mean, they don't have any more nades. There's a Molotov on Electronic, but he is he's all the way over in middle. So unless he knows some sick lineup I've never seen before, he ain't Molotov in barrels anytime soon. NAVI still committed to this B play. The response is in from NIP. They've got 3 players here and a fast rotate of Hampus down into the connector. Boomich says, guys, I don't even know what you were making out like it was so hard. I just walked in and shot him. But yeah, it's worked. It's gotten the job done. NAVI, they get a bit of a foothold. That scout from heaven does represent a bit of danger. The more damage Rez can do with it, the more valuable players like North become with his Deagle. Electronic, when did he get 2? When did the second kill come in? He just shuts it all down, and that round gets put back under control for NAVI. Electronic is like on another level right now. This is scary.
It's a nice play for Nork, but I actually like what NAVI do prior to the plant there. Obviously, there's a bit of a problem with the cover not coming through until after for trays for Electronic, but NAVI stop on the site. After they get that pick on Plopsky, they don't rush because they don't know whether NIP is stacked, and if they rush, they could get overwhelmed, right, while moving and not being accurate. So NAVI just stand still. They wait for that next kill to go their way. Nothing appears, so that's when they go for the plant, and Nork surprises them. But Electronic, he was watching the back, he comes in late, and he shuts him down, plus another from the short side with that wallbang transfer. Dirty stuff for NAVI. What's this from Simple? Bit of a toilet smoke, perhaps? Yeah, I like that one. Good, Rez. Oh, dear, he doesn't even get to play. Oh, maybe he does. Gets a peek, gets a shot, but will finally connect one. Looking for a double, and Simple denies it. Ooh, that got scary for a second. Almost deleted through the tree. NAVI in a 4-on-4 here up against the Pistols, looking for map point on NIP's pick.
Oh, Simple, you genius. He's juggled that AK out the map. That's irretrievable now for the side of NIP. And that's a nice way to kind of mitigate the damage on the back of losing a man early on. Your worry here is like you don't want to put a gun into the hands of NIP. You know, Simple and co learned that the hard way when they gifted in the AWP earlier on in this game. And so with that removed, now you're into a 4-on-4, and you're feeling good about this if you're NAVI. You know that the CTs are the ones that are going to feel more pressured. They're going to have to take more gambles, and likelihood is you're walking into a favorable fight no matter where you go. And that is the story of this B site right now. Only 2 players here. There are more in rotation. Down through the connector, Nork is on his way. This bomb plant has to come in. Nork is suddenly left as the only man standing. Not going to be able to deny the plant, but a 1v2, not impossible for Nork and his deadly Deeg. There's an AK there that can get retrieved. However, will he be ready for a player close in the water? There's the peak. Missed shot from Boomich, but he's allowed to reposition. He's given some time here. And while all this has gone on, Simple now up in heaven will seal the deal. Immediately trades that kill. 15 on the board for NAVI. And this is the NAVI I've wanted to see all 2020, man.
Yeah.
Like back in full force. Since we went online, we did notice a bit of a dip, which I think we all expected from NAVI. You know, they hadn't played an online game since, what, 2018?
18.
Yeah. So, you know, it's taken them some time, but they're finding their footing here, and they're really bringing it to NIP on their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what they got in store for Nuke, right, considering that's not necessarily a great map for NIP, but Overpass usually is. And right now they are getting torn to pieces. AWP continues for Simple. We barely got guns for NIP, and oh, a team kill. That's certainly not going to make things easier, but still NIP are favored in this round somehow as a result. Well, I say that actually. I guess they're favored in terms of the players alive, but if you look at the health on those 2 guns, it doesn't look like a pretty picture. NAVI still very much in control of this round. waiting for NIP to give them anything, and Twist certainly may, but it's come at an unfortunate timing for Na'Vi, who have just left this position. Simple is watching it, but he won't hang around. He's going to go join his team for this B execute into the stack, into the 3 players who aren't on this flank. Boomich got the spot, he's got the tap, but Rez survives on 6. Boomich, oh, he gets overwhelmed. That's the SMG at range finding a kill, and the Molotov doesn't burn out the player at barrels. Again, they live to fight, and Twist comes in on that flank and drops the low electronic. Nice tag from Simple. 1 HP for Twist. Na'Vi, they love doing damage. They don't love getting the kills. And NIP, they're going to win that eco. I really don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's a nice aggressive play from Twist to net himself a couple and get in the backline of Na'Vi. Despite the team kill, NIP pick up the round.
Na'Vi just going to take an eco in this round, right? They've got so much room to play with that they're not worried yet. And so they want to focus on bringing out guns as fast as they can. The one man who has bought up in this round is Simple. He's just throwing a complete investment in. Na'Vi working their way through the connector. About to explode into top mid. Rez hasn't seen quite how many enemies lie on the other side, but this AWP of Twist back in the site to help out. Doing damage at range, Rez holding down the angle. There's not much danger left in this round for Na'Vi to put up. And so there should be a 6th on the board. This anti-eco swept under the rug nice and quickly for NIP before the rifles come back out in the next round on this Na'Vi side. But all right, Simple. Okay. Come on then. Prove me wrong. 1v4. Unable to connect that shot and does get dropped. 6 for the Swedes.
Feels like he can't go out of a round without showing us something flashy, right? Like, yeah, I know I'm going to lose this one on 5, guys, but look at this. Simple, always showboating. RV, a round away from a victory on NIP's pick, and Simple's on a deagle in this round, but honestly, not even a problem. AWP for Rez is going to take the mid-fight, misses the shot on the crossing players, and so Navi are going to get control towards the playground, having to smoke that molly. Electronic gets tanked by it, but it's fine for Navi. They can continue to move up into this A-bomb site. They have so many rounds to play around with, to come up with an idea, to test the boundaries, see what they can get away with from NIP. 9 in a row we're going to need from this point onwards for the Swedes. And that's only to begin the clock again. That's only to get us into overtime. Electronic, yeah, I like that. Gets tagged, gets the deagle, gives the AK to Simple. It's not like Electronic is going to be hamstringed much with a deagle, right? He's still very, very able to use this weapon too. So Na'Vi are feeling fine as they move closer towards A. The bomb's outside of T-spawn, and players are taking B short here for Na'Vi, so they might just come down the connector and regroup on this lower site later. NIP have 3 on A right now, and we'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Boomich, the bomb boy, he'll go back and retrieve it, and actually joins Na'Vi outside of this A site, leaving Perfecto and Flamey holding on to B right now, and there might be some aggression that they find. There's also some aggression from Rez here, up against Electronic. Now setting up for an A side play in the final 20 seconds of this round. Na'Vi, they've got to go fast, and they've really got to get stuck in. If these kills don't present themselves, things could get out of hand very, very quickly. Rez and Twist, 2 kills between them, that bomb dropped, and this round is already over for Na'Vi. There's no time to get anything done, and now they run the risk of going down after time as well. Electronic gets found through the wall. I don't know if that was after time or what. No, it's fine. And that's actually, for Electronic, that's kind of great. He only had a deagle and armor, so if he survived, and he was on $0, right? So, so if he survives there, that's kind of heartbreaking. You know, you would have to force buy around a Deeg and an AK, but now you could take this eco, you likely give over an 8th to NIP, but then you've got that full investment looming.
And so another eco here for Na'Vi, around for NIP to continue to build, but, you know, not necessarily money, more confidence, as, you know, they're not really facing any ecos in this game. 1 loss and it's done. Boosting Con to try and find a Nork here. Oh, he hears the jump. He should know about this, but Simple can't see him from this position. It's to spot B short, the entrance rather. You can see nothing's really available here for Na'Vi. They don't know about that pushed player either, so always that to worry about if they want to go late B here. But right now, Na'Vi again infatuated with this A site, and they're going to commit here as Rez sits back on long. Flamey with the AK swinging, he gets the kill. That's a big opener for Na'Vi. We've already seen them win a round early in this half with just that hero AK on Simple, and Flamey getting 2 as well. Simple drop though in this round. There's the flank. Naught gives away his position, finds nothing for it. Bit of a problem here as now Na'Vi turn around trying to deal with him. They don't. Naught doubles down the dig out. Oh, Perfecto can't hit his shot. And it's going to be NIP again cleaning up Na'Vi's pistols. That looked like it could have gone very badly for Norg. He recovers well after that missed shot.
NIP starting to grind their way back into this.
Simple shoots the light. I think he thought it was ahead.
Oh, here's the man spamming through. And finally, Na'Vi, there's a chance that they could get offered one of these early kills that they've been sitting back and waiting for. Electronic here, looking at long, and lying in wait on the other side is Rez. If he goes any further forward, he could go down. Hampus is also going to push short. Now, Na'Vi, they've been waiting in every one of these rounds for a kill to present itself. And something that NIP have been good at doing is just tucking back and playing in the bomb sites. Well, in this round here and now, they finally try and re-aggress, and Hampus falls. But Rez, with his aggression out through long, actually comes out on top of that duel up against Electronic. So we're back into this 4-on-4. NIP, they've dealt with the danger in this round well initially, but it's got to keep up if they want to keep this comeback alive. Simple. Molly to force the engagement, and somehow, some way, he has opened up this B site single-handedly. Simple has carved a path into B and maybe a path to victory on the back of it. Twist going to try and play around this smoke, but Simple is hounding him down, and he will get the better of Twist. Simple is on for the ace to secure the victory here for Na'Vi. Rez, the last man standing, at this point, maybe just playing to deny the ace to Simple. A 1v4 is a very tall order indeed. And Rez now rounding the corner into the site. Simple, come on, get it. All 5, baby, for Simple. He locks in the victory for Na'Vi as they take NIP's map pick under their wing.
Yeah, a lot of the times when we talk about Na'Vi, we talk about the inconsistency of some players, and it feels like when Electronic and Simple don't show up, this team struggles, but that is not what we're seeing today, Harry. Both these players on top form right now. Electronic was beasting in that first half, and Simple doing everything he needs to do and more. NIP, they just had no answers, man. They only start to look good up against 15 where they break Na'Vi's money and take some anti-ecos. Other than that, it's just rounds dropped in the mix for NIP, not really anything consistent. And so now that we move to Nuke, things are looking good for Na'Vi as it's their map pick. So join us after the break for the analyst desk and that second map if you want to see how this series continues.
Hey, it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey, Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you gonna want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also yes.
Better response times?
Definitely.
Are you gonna be making sourdough bread?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, it's just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're gonna want 5G.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best network. Visit att.com to learn more.
Sunset in a state of undress, feel like getting careless, light me up the regrets. Are you looking at me? Pretty shoes on my feet, are we gonna get flexy? Gonna walk so dangerous, wanna jump into the rush, so sexual, we're beautiful. Gonna be forever young, playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. Kiss me like you mean it. You're my dirty little secret. 'Cause I'm feeling high, running wild. Do you wanna spend the night? You know you're gonna like it. 'Cause I'm looking at you, gonna get you in your birthday suit, get you going me through. Gonna walk so dangerous, wanna jump into the rush, so sexual, we're beautiful. Gonna be forever young, playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. Are you looking at me? Pretty shoes on my feet, are we gonna get flexy? Gonna walk so dangerous, wanna jump into the rush, so sexual, we're beautiful. Gonna be forever young, playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. Gonna walk so dangerous, wanna jump into the rush, so sexual, we're beautiful. Gonna be forever young, playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are beautiful.
Well, it seems as though the not as sincere prayers have been heard and, moreover, answered as they walk away with this first map convincingly 16-8, the final scoreline. And it's almost as if a crazy defuse here and there were set to happen. More importantly, though, Electronic shows up in spades, and that's exactly what we asked for. And when I say we, I'm talking about Christine and her best friend, Timo. And I'm not talking about League of Legends. No, we're talking about Timo. Where's he at, Christine? I want to see him.
Well, he's right here. I've gotten him
look
right now, so
Oh, Frank,
it's gonna be hard to get him to calm down now, but he's excited to be here, and he was definitely excited about Electronics performance. My goodness. He showed up in all spades, and what I appreciate so much about Electronics, there seems to be two sides to him. When he's with Simple, it's protect Simple at all costs, be in those forward positions, give Simple all the information. But when he's over with Boomich, man, he baits and trades off of Boomich's contacts so well, and you just saw it all series long, Electronic just pulling out all the stops, and this is the kind of messiness that I was referring to that I'd love to see coming out of Electronic.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great game overall. I think Navi as a team had a great game. There's something that puzzles my mind a little bit, and we gotta be fair as well. The score was 15-4 for Navi. One of the rounds they did lose was... Oh, he's so sweet. One of the rounds they did lose was Simple missing a few AWP shots, and you're making a bit of a mistake, not really playing it too safe, and that's about it. So we can argue that the score should have been 15-3. NIP, Trace. NIP in this game won 15 opening duels. They won 15 out of 23 opening duels, yet they were down 15-4. that is horrible. Like, you're opening up the rounds decently, and then you can't close out the rounds. Like, you just get shut down by Simple, you get shut down by Electronic, the fraggers are taking over the place, but when you win 15 opening duels in 23 rounds and you still lose 15-8 and you're down 15-4, that's simply not good enough for NIP. That must feel super, super bad.
And for us to even sit here and say, for you to say these stats out loud, it really is kind of hard to compute it in your own head, right? It's hard to understand how it is that opening duels look so decent, yet you are so far from your objective. I mean, you lost the first half 12-3. There was at no point at any point during this matchup that you were in control of this match, Nip. And that's just the unfortunate reality that the Ninjas fans are going to have to face right now. Now, what we will do, without Timo knocking over the entire house in the background, is check out a stats helix. Timo, what do you have for us?
Well, I wanted to break down one of the rounds that Ninjas in Pajamas actually looked like they had full control. And yeah, you're right, Trace. Ninjas in Pajamas, they had a very huge deficit going into this match. But some of these rounds, they just simply lost out on the trading game. Some of these rounds were actually close. If we take a look here, it's a nice set piece coming out of NIP. Hampus and Plopsky are gathered towards this water, and they throw a really nice Molotov that lands on top of Flamey, and just a tight-knit trading game coming out of NIP. This was the one round that it actually came out on top. But man, Boomich and Electronic, the duo that I was just talking about, take a look at their movements. Boomich going and poking and prodding just the perfect amount to buy him some time for Electronic to come back him up. And just take a look at Boomich. As soon as he gets too much under pressure, he beelines it towards this waterway, that because he's forcing the T's and attackers to fully trade him, fully come out and commit to this fight. And that's where Electronic opens up and is able to fully trade out Boomich. If we take a look at the point of views of Boomich, you'll see exactly how much movement is required, how much pressure he's under, and the target selection. There's so many attackers coming his way, but he understands that at this point, he knows exactly how to attack and prod, how to buy time, and he knows the help is going to be there from Electronic. So the trust system coming out of Navi, you can absolutely see it. And as I mentioned before, NIP, sure, the scoreline, they lost that first half 12-3, but the trading game from Navi, it was so spectacular that NIP, they looked like they were just getting stomped. But in actuality, I think that this match was a lot closer than the scoreline shows.
Yeah, and I can kind of get that sense too, just to kind of, piggyback off what Jacob was talking about with entry kills. It would all kind of come full circle if you think about it in that context. Now, Christine, I learned one word when I was around your dog, and I'm going to give it a try now. It's Kidayu. Is that right?
That is very correct. That's wait in Korean. That's one of his commands.
That is wait, and that is exactly what you are going to have to do. We're going to try to get Timo a microphone set up before we go into the next map of the series, which is Nuke. And so far, Navi, well, they don't look to slow down anytime soon. We'll be right back here at the DreamHack Masters Spring 2020.
If you think you own me, you will end up lonely. I need you to show me if you're rude and phony. If you think you own me, you will end up lonely. I ain't the only one to feel this way. I heard from your other ones, they feel the same. Just undercover lover. Should I try find another lover? Trap, 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 trap. brothers all trap. Yeah, my brothers all trap. From legit to their packs, know my brothers make racks. Know my brothers make racks. Reinvest and make back, kinda up and then stack. Kinda up and then stack. They ain't really on that, man. Them brothers love chat. Man, them brothers just chat. Evidence disappear like a snap like that. Fabricating like you're shutting it down. If you call that, know your head just spun round. Them man like devil money talking that sound. Sign language wouldn't help them work out. Man, I bossed myself a proof for how long. Been in the beans coming 9 years done. Been doing what the nickel man are now on. Another 9 other levels, I'm gone. In a spaceship. Lord knows I've been patient. Putting work like a grave shift. 05 running with my brothers on the pavement. Whipping the re-up, stuck in the agents. Back to the yard with that something so fragrant. Smell it on road, though we had it in the basement. Tried to conceal it, but it's too blatant. Pit for the pagans, making the statements. Man, it's all mud. So mud. My donny got raided, all for the packs. Cody's being was a rat, trying to get a man back. But you don't do it like that, almost got a man wrapped.
Welcome back to NAVI taking on NIP, a map up our NAVI in this series after destroying NIP on Overpass. I think that's an apt word considering how dominant that first map was. And now heading to Nuke, things are getting a bit tricky for the Ninjas.
Yeah, it really is. They're on a 3-loss streak as well on this map, having lost to Heretics and Astralis. Heretics twice, actually, back-to-back. So NIP, you know, it's one that they've been struggling on before the Lecro change. I wonder how it's going to feel now with Hampus coming into the equation and how he's going to stack up against this Na'Vi squad, who have been looking good on Nuke.
Again, you know, it's always with the caveat of new in-game leader, we got to give them time, etc., etc., etc. But they are here in this tournament at the end of the day, and realistically, Hampus, if we look at him on an individual level, he has not performed, right? He has been playing for Gaming Allegiance, so a little bit lower down the rankings, and you know, not been playing up against the likes of Na'Vi and other tier 1 opposition, so it does make sense there. But he's struggling individually, and you know, considering the calls aren't exactly making up for it, things aren't looking great right now. But a CT-sided start for NIP, things could just start flowing off the back of that. Let's see if they can take a pistol to give them some confidence. Perfecto on a raid, boss boy. Are we going to see a fast A here for Na'Vi? No, we're not. They're going outside instead. This is an interesting one. Yard against the USP is always a danger. Electronic setting up deep smokes as well towards the main side, so that's going to allow Na'Vi to cross really wherever they want. Outside, hell, down secret, and that's all the utility immediately removed from NIP. That was the one man who had everything, and it's all gone, plus the kit in heaven. Na'Vi down B, and that's irretrievable. Remember that. NIP, they're not going to go back up heaven to then drop B, right? They need to stop that bomb plant on this B bomb site. They need to try and retake, and Boomich is being a nuisance in hell as well.
Yeah, just making noise, and even then going above and beyond that to find the kill on Toplopsky. Na'Vi slowing right down, and I almost wonder if they're reconsidering this B site hit. Now, that would be the wrong decision to make. That would be a pretty grave decision to make as well. A lot of it is hinging on how much Boomich sees on his adventure at the A site, and Boomich just so mobile. Look at him go, sprinting around, being a real problem for NIP. They're trying to isolate this fight while they got it, and he's so slippery. Yeah. He's so slippery. Nork has gone down into the B site, and amongst all of this,
if Boomich,
oh, there we go. Okay. Had to end eventually, and there it is. Oh, and Electronics killed Flamey. I don't know what's happened here, but something has happened indeed. Hugo Simple now left in the clutch. And that's a bit of a weird one there from Na'Vi.
Overcomplication would be my go-to word. Na'Vi not making their job easy. Oh, it's a crash. Okay, that makes sense. So Flamey had the bomb and he crashed. That's why Na'Vi are playing slow despite having the B site the entire round, waiting on Boomich, hoping he can just kill all 3 players on that top site. That makes a lot more sense now, Harry. I was going to say, like, this is not like Na'Vi. They've got 2 picks.
Not like Na'Vi.
Lower.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we all remember that time, like,
so
Simple
fast,
just shooting their teammate in the head, right?
But yeah, like Na'Vi 2 picks, Boomich in heaven, Boomich in A, like spotting a 3rd player. Like Na'Vi should have just rushed B, but that's obviously why they didn't. Dear. Yeah, so we'll be getting back in with a HUD refresh hopefully and seeing if everyone here is playing for Na'Vi. who was it who crashed? Flamey crashed, right?
Flamey
Electronic
crashed.
killed him. So
Yeah.
NIP, they'll take the pistol round. I mean, that wasn't one they should be winning, not gonna lie, but they'll take it, Harry.
It's an awkward one as well, right? Because damage had been done, and weirdly enough, it was Na'Vi who had done all the damage. Yeah, it was them who suffered from the player crashing. So yeah, that's a bit of a sad one for Na'Vi to open up this game. But they're going to look to bounce back. You know, you roll with the punches, and sure, the pistol round didn't go your way, but you still got time.
What it does mean is that NIP are going to get this, like, you know, early lead, the confidence, the money in their favor at 2-0 start. And, you know, that does hold a lot of value on a map like Nuke, where T-sided rounds can be thin and far between, right? Like, I imagine Na'Vi are going to have no problem getting rifle rounds on the board, but as is traditional with Nuke, right, CT-sided, and so Na'Vi taking a 2-0 at the beginning would be excellent for them. But, you know, that makes this game more competitive, I guess. So, you know, looking on the bright side, NIP 2-0 up. And Na'Vi, they're coming in with a third round buy. This is not a great buy, though, by any means. 3 Galils, 2 Mac 10s. Where do they want to go with it? Smokes over the top of the silo. Na'Vi throwing outside utility, but going back into the lobby with that main Molotov. Hampa's going to smoke the door, deny anyone in this A site, but Boomich actually flashed himself, will commit. He blinds Hampers as well. It's a good utility here from Simple, and Na'Vi are going to find all the kills behind it. Rez, nice spray back, and the push into ramp does work. I don't know how NIP win that. That was an opening kill for Na'Vi, and then blink and you miss it. NIP have won a 4 on 5 with 3 alive. A very weird start to this game, Harry.
Yeah, and NIP, they're really looking to keep it competitive, aren't they? They want to try and lock us in to that third map. Eagles back out for the Na'Vi side. And this is all allowing NIP to get off to a really rip-roaring start here. Twist with his wonderful little AK that he's retrieved.
This quick.
All right, never mind. Forget I said anything. It's now back in the hands of Electronic.
The quick switch, Harry. The quick switch. Why? So many players do it, and, well, that's why you shouldn't. Simple, quick kill into Rez. They can split main and try and take this A site right now. Hampus, though, pushing the perimeter and finding the bomb as well. Doesn't go through the door, but Hampus shoots right through the middle, and he'll find 3. Saying he was struggling coming into this series, or game rather, and, well, he shows up in this round, but is this round still a round for NIP? Because Hampus down, and Na'Vi back in a 2-on-2, retrieving a gun. They're getting flanked in the lobby.
Oh yeah, Nork's got it dead to rights. He gets that kill there, leaves it onto Boomich. And he's not able to pick it up with just the Deagle.
Very weird start again, like another double man advantage for Na'Vi, right? No one crashed in this round, but they get 2 D picks, and then NIP crunched the lobby and dropped the bomb. Na'Vi, you know, obviously we've not seen a full rifle round, but when we get to them, I hope they're a little more decisive and commit behind these kills, right? Sometimes if you just get a pick on A and you power through the door, you're going to be able to trade your way to a win there. So, yeah, quick Molotovs into that A site here for Na'Vi. Popsky's going to be ready for a fast ramp flank, and he's found Perfecto through the smoke. Nice escape as well, doesn't die. Drop off of main as she saves Boomich from the damage of the grenade. There's a player down secret right now. I think NIP know, though. They've got the AWP in position, so Twist is holding on, but got to watch out for cheeky little Electronic looking for this pick. He's going to go for a jiggle. Molotov lands, he forces a shot. That's the info, and Twist has to go back.
Yeah, information at least, right? And they spot that there's a man down towards B. Electronic could try and use this to his advantage, though. It's going to force an extra man down towards this side of the map. Navi just waiting to see if Electronic can find anything down at B, but this has left them stuck outside in the yard and not really finding anything for these players they're sacrificing. Electronic as well has also bypassed Plopsky and is now just in a 1v5. This is going to be a very clean round for NIP.
Don't speak too soon. He might have some backstabs up his sleeve here. Electronic coming in from a position they don't expect, but which way does he choose to go? He reroutes back to the lobby, and now this is no longer like some big grand illusion or some surprise, because this is map control that Na'Vi should have anyway, but he's saving, he's not going for this. And NIP, they're going to pick up a 5th round here. This is, yeah, I mean, now we see the value of that crash for Na'Vi in the pistol round. Obviously the value, not for Na'Vi, but for NIP rather, as they lead 5-0. The momentum well and truly in their favor, and the money is too. The AWP saved, and AKs across 3 of these CTs. I mean, NIP are getting out with a huge amount of cash. So this is going to be hard for Na'Vi to not only break the money, but really start to get rounds on this T side where NIP are feeling good, and you know the kills are coming in behind that. Quick pause for Na'Vi as they try and work out their money. They've got enough for a buy, but again, it would have holes. Simple 38, just enough for AK armor. He could do that, and Boomish could buy body armor AWP and swap. Lots of options available for Na'Vi, but not lots with utility. So see how they decide to spend their cash. And yeah, about expected. Couple of Galils, full util off the back of that. Let's see what Na'Vi's game plan is.
Twisted some very aggressive AWPing here outside, and he's going to get rewarded for it early on. Last time he was here, Electronic got the better of him. And in this round, it's kills coming up all across the board for NIP. Na'Vi left in a 3-on-5, just out of the gate, immediately into this round. And I don't want Na'Vi to just take outside and then pump the brakes again. It feels like they get stuck here. They lose Simple, Perfecto and Boomich left up in the now just Perfecto. It might be another flawless round for NIP. Sure, Perfecto gets 1, but this should be the end of this Perfecto story. Now they know he's here. As gets tagged down and isn't going to re-peek into that anytime soon. This AWP has long left secret a long while ago. So long ago, in fact, that he's all the way over in hell watching for this cross. Perfecto tagged even lower, just getting whittled down. 45 seconds left. There's still plenty of time for Perfecto to play this round out. But not going to be able to find anything from it, surely.
Yeah, he needs to reload as well, and the closer he gets to the lobby, the more they're going to hear. So he needs to go back behind red if he wants to get that reload off safely. But right now, it's feeling like a save, or at least, him trying to die in the final 10 seconds, because no plant in sight. NIP own the sites, and he could try and go towards B, but there's that cross shot for Twist, and he's going to land it perfectly. 3 in the round for the AWP. Twist looking very mobile with that AWP. I like the fact that he has the confidence to get aggressive so early on. Simple tries to upgrade from Galil to AK. I thought he was also sort of baiting the peak, or baiting the shot rather, but his hands get shot, and well, they count for body damage, so gets removed from the round. Na'Vi down 0-6 in their map pick here. Slow start to the T side. Pistols out in this one. I'd like to see something fast towards ramp for Na'Vi, right? Like, this would be a great round to do it. Just burst towards B, try and push Twist back and get him towards that lower bomb site. If you can kill the AWPer, you can set that up in the post plant. It can be way more valuable. Right now, Na'Vi are looking at A. Electronic is lurking behind these outside smokes, but Na'Vi are grouped in the lobby. Everywhere they go, the AWP sits.
Oh, Twist flashed off the angle though, gives him a little bit of room, and they do get out. The dispatch of Flamey, Plopsky moving into this hell position to try and help out as well. He's going to have more players coming his way. Oh. Simple with the deagle, does delete him. Hampus has aggressed into the lobby in the meantime. With Electronic down on B and with Na'Vi having ramp control, I want to see them just commit, but they're still sat here. They're still waiting at ramp, and that is allowing for this lobby flank to come through. Electronic, while he will deal with one, kind of helped out at this B site, but Twist is still here with the AWP, putting up numbers. And Electronic is going to deal with him at the very least, but a 1v2 now on the cards for Electronic, and Nork is not going to let it happen. 7 on the board for NIP. Flawless still over on this CT side. Agent Flamey in the server. He's gone 007.
And where has this come from? Where is this NIP back in the last map, back yesterday? I mean, this is great from Nip, but also lacking a lot of sustenance from Na'Vi. Finally, we got the best buy yet, right? And it took them 8 rounds to muster. Na'Vi on the AWP now. Simple. What could he achieve with this weapon? Flamey's pressuring door on that A site. Again, the fast cross from Na'Vi. They even throw the Molotovs down just to smoke them so those smokes bloom immediately and don't bounce or take time to bloom. Electronic in lower once again. Nork is here to stop him. This time not the AWP. They're still on the ramp side pushing. And NIP have been very aggressive towards the lobby position in this map. And that's not going to stop. They once again get control. There's no one here to stop them other than Flamey back on T roof. And Nork, he's going to find Electronic off of a timing in secret. Not ready for that fight. Simple still waiting outside for an engagement. But Flamey 0-7 looking at roof. And NIP, they've left lobby because they don't need it. They know that Na'Vi don't have it. Okay, Flamey might be a bit of a surprise later in the round, but NIP can focus on the majority of these T players, which are all outside.
And this was one of the, like, Na'Vi are in a spot that Nip have found themselves in on the T side of Nuke quite a lot, and that is, you play for this outside control, and you just kind of lose all the momentum once you get it. Like, you don't have a purpose once you find yourself there. In this round, though, Perfecto delivering that double has actually left Na'Vi for the first time in a long while with a man advantage. And he's still down at B, just selling this lurk, keeping these players here. Na'Vi are going to secure the bomb plant up on A. And this should be an unlosable round for Na'Vi.
Careful.
And it is just Plopsky and Twist left standing. One of them not even at the right bomb site. And this should just be the save. So Na'Vi, they finally put this first round up on the board with a double kill from Perfecto on that lower flank.
Yeah, that sells the fake really well, but you can't really blame NIP for dropping lower after that double, because not only is Perfecto getting the B entries, but then think of the info NIP got earlier in the round. They cleared out lobby. They had the nice shot. They had the assumption that that Na'Vi rather were full outside, and they were, apart from Flamey on roof. So Na'Vi coming late in through that lobby is the last thing NIP expected, given the information they got earlier.
And so, yeah, just to expand on like what we were saying there, Hugo, I'm sure you remember that Nip Astralis game. It really springs to mind when I think about like NIP's outside control. And in that series, they kept getting outside, and outside is a great position to have on Nuke. It opens up so much. But the problem is you need to have a plan in mind once you get it, right? Yeah. And with Na'Vi right now, they have ideas. You know, we're seeing players like Electronic come in with these wraps down towards B. The problem is they don't really have anything to fall back on if those kills don't go their way. And that round was another good example of it. If Perfecto didn't get those 2 kills down in secret, the round probably would have fallen apart. Ooh. This is something else that keeps blindsiding Na'Vi, this constant aggression outside. And now, man advantage taken for NIP. Nork holding the double door with this scavenged AK. And that's enough to get Na'Vi away from this upper site. Simple is left in the corner. It's Squeaky. He will back on out. NIP continuing to aggress. They send the first man in, but there's a second following in tow. Now taking up a position in the hut. Nork holding close. He's dropped the bomb. And will get dealt with by Simple, who's going to dive down the vents. Gets in towards this B site and now has a 1v2 on the table. But is he going to step up to the plate?
Oh, the flank, he's heard it as well. Plopsky making noise throughout the fence, and Simple knows he still has to be trapped in this position. He doesn't even want the fight, and I like that for Simple. Plopsky, he's missed the timing. He hasn't seen Simple escape secret, and now they think he's in B. He could be anywhere by now. He could go B ramp heaven, he could go B ramp lobby, he could do exactly what he's doing right now. And so NIP, they need to work out all of these positions, all of these rotations for Simple available. Oh, he's not going to check it. Wow, what a shot. Legged by Twist. Simple turns it around. He knows Plopsky was in the vent earlier. He's got that information. 20 seconds, though, hanging around by the vent, waiting for his time to strike. Plopsky doesn't want to move until he gets the audio. He knows the time is in his favor. Simple eventually make a move. That's a good grenade, but it's not going to kill Plopsky in this position. Simple. Go for the stick. Plopsky's up the vents. 10 seconds. That grenade, end the round. Done. Deal. Easy for NIP. And Plopsky's going to shut up Simple with the HE. Oh. This is a great game for NIP right now. Not what I expected, though.
Yeah, it's just so one-sided. I don't know where this has come from. NIP, you know, you could feel it towards the end of Overpass that they started to feel a bit more confident, right? But it was just they were up against 15, and so it's hard to get it over the line in that kind of situation. One mistake is all it takes, or in the case of that round that won Navi the game, it was an ace from Simple. NIP warming up, getting back into the swing of things. Now in this round, it might be a 5-on-3, now 5-on-2, and that's all thanks to Flamey securing a double entry. Nork and Plopsky, maybe a chance, but two of these players low. If they're able to even get a kill here, it might entice them in, but with nothing presenting itself, you're imagining this should just be the save.
Yeah, worth noting the money here for NIP, where it's not in a good spot, and it's going to get worse if Nork drops here. He's found a kill outside, getting tagged. There's more in the spawn. Navi trying to put Flamey back in T-spawn so he survives the round. He's out of this one, but luckily so at NIP. They want nothing to do with this. Smoke in main is going to deny the outside exits for Navi, and they have to move back towards lobby to save their guns. So not a worry. They probably want to build their money as well and keep this orb. So Navi are going to escape safely. Simple being the last man out, not wanting to get ninja'd by the ninjas. So Navi find 2. And yeah, okay, for sure. Reality check, though. This may have been a dominant start for NIP. This may have been a 7-0, an 8-1. But Navi, if there were a team that, you know, had the cojones to come back in this T side and put a few rounds on the board, it's going to be them. This is their map pick as well. They've got the deep strat book. NIP are playing with a new in-game leader right there, doing a lot of things on the fly, I can imagine. Simple going very fast outside Twist. Timing is not his friend. Simple gets a quick kill. He spots the orb as well. He knows that's in position. And the spam through the smoke as well. Flamey has looked really good here, even though Navi have been struggling. Another entry. These last couple of rounds, Flamey has stepped up to deliver Navi some kills. Perfecto does the same out the door, and Navi just fall back in another 5-on-2.
Yeah, but they're spread very, very far apart. And while this has kind of, you know, restricted NIP's movements as well, and it's kept them divided, there's a chance at a few, you know, 1v1s here for NIP. And all that's going to take is for, you know, like, say, 2 of them to go your way. If Plopsky and Rez each win a 1v1 here, they're in a 2-on-3, and suddenly that's a very, very doable round. So for Navi, the priority needs to be keeping this in your favor, and that's going to be very, very hard to do with how split up they are right now. Thankfully, with 3 players down at B with that bomb, they should have everything required to keep this chugging along. Let's see, though. Rez in the site, an unknown entity. There's the first, and a follow-up. Spraying. Simple will shut him down, but it's a 1v2 now for Plopsky, and a real chance in a round that NIP should have never had. Simple slams down the gauntlet, takes down 3, and decides that enough is enough. 3rd round on the board for Navi. But still, that round feels like it gets a lot closer than it needed to.
Yeah, good spray, right? Down on B from Rez, and Simple, really good decision to not stick the bomb there. He gets the trade. He doesn't know where that last man is, but he's alone on B. His teammate was on that top site in the hut, so Simple just holding down and waiting for the fight is a better decision, because if he sticks the bomb, well, firstly, there's a world that he dies while sticking it, and secondly, even if he does stick it, if he doesn't get the kill, then that player's going to defuse while the last player on Navi's on the top site. So it's going to be a very important round for Navi to keep things going, keep momentum in their favor, back-to-back rounds, and look at the economic impact that's had. NIP are broke now. And that's good for Navi, right? Now they can really build into this T side. This 8-1 lead that once was in the hands of NIP is going to close up very quickly.
And I think, like, Electronic is being haunted by the memory of having to kill his friend earlier in Flamey to take the bomb off of him, because he was just a force of nature on Overpass. And here, at least sitting bottom of the board for Navi. 3 kills to his name right now. Tied alongside Flamey. So both of them needing to recover from that pistol round. However, this could provide some solace to Navi. A chance at a clean round here. Only up against pistols on the other side. The only danger man is Nork with that Deegan armor.
Yeah, I mean, if Navi have problems here in this round, I'll be a little lost here, right? Only Nork. So We just need to stay grouped. Don't allow these pistols to get more than they should. I love the secret setup, but like we said, Ari, we've only really seen Electronic in that position on his own. Never been like a full commitment by a Na'Vi roster. And even if there was, that's probably worse for NIP, even with this triple setup. And they're going to fall off. Probably a good time as well. That grenade lands. They're actually going aggressive. They're actually playing very close towards the stairs. 30 seconds here for Na'Vi, and they have nothing. Neither do NIP in terms of that A site, though, leaving it completely open and barren. So if Na'Vi just send a single player in through main, like they're doing right now, they're going to clear that one out. Electronic, he sees 2 minimum in the secret. So that's big info. Na'Vi needs to push A off the back of it, because 20 seconds, they need the plant, and Electronic has all the kills. 2 outside, tapping for the 3rd, and there's a 4th there as well. This is going to be a bomb plant for Na'Vi and a guaranteed 4th round as they look to put the final bullet in the pinatas in pajamas.
Oh, but they're not full of candy, they're full of cash here for Electronic, who's making a pretty penny over here outside. He gets $1,200 for all those kills. So he's feeling good about life. 4 on the board for Na'Vi. They keep that anti-eco round nice and clean, and that felt like a necessity if they wanted to continue the grind back into this game. They haven't made it easy for themselves, but there is still the chance that Na'Vi are able to stumble back to their feet, and they are in the prime position to do exactly that, right? NIP fully investing into this round. Once again, they're in that same situation where if they lose it, they've got nothing in the follow-up. And so Na'Vi, it's kind of right here that we can see them explode back into this game in a very big way.
Yeah, I mean, 8-7.5 for Na'Vi, not only very attainable, but that would be an excellent T side. And NIP are going to have a very hard time, you know, getting the same amount of rounds on this second half, I can imagine. Twist, did he see? Didn't look like there was a gap, but Simple's down. Not exactly many players on lower. It's only Plopsky playing the B-bomb site, giving away secret to Na'Vi in this round. Rez is spotting outside for info from main, but if he peeks aggressively, Simple's orb was there. It is no longer. Boomich holding that secret rotate. He can tell Na'Vi that they don't need to worry about their backline. Notice there's only 2 in lower with the bomb. So this is a bit of a risk for Na'Vi. Will they want to come up the vents and try and take a top site hit? Flamey's lining up Hell Smoke by the looks of things, and that's going to allow Boomich to get a lot of control outside and wrap Heaven. This is a classic Boomich play. He loves going for this. The molly's down. It's going to come down to this fight against Nork.
Nork's very paranoid that they could have wrapped into the garage. And with players coming back up through secret, that is a chance now. One man will try and cross. Boomich is making noise up above main as well, but he's jumped past Rez. However, Rez deals with Electronic. Boomich to follow up and keep this in a 4-on-4. He's going to go back in for more, and Rez giving up this position in main. Oh, Simple going to miss the shot, but Flamey is there to pick up the piece. And Tampus now in the site. If he drops the bomb, maybe there's a chance, but he falls immediately. Plopsky going to try and come up through the vents. Flamey just takes his eyes off of it. And so he will be allowed to come up on this rotation, but promptly dealt with by the Flamer himself. Leaves it all onto Twist in a 1-on-3. Gonna try and hold onto the AWP. Don't fancy his odds in this retake. Kill onto Flamey as he goes hunting for the big green.
Ooh,
Simple even coming out swinging as well, looking to get some revenge for Mr. Flamey, and he will get it. No scope for style points even, and he throws away whatever skin he had to take the Asimov, which is a nice bet.
Respectable, for sure. And yeah, Flamey, man, he may have been 0-7, Harry. He may have been having a rough game, but as the stat showed a minute ago, Elliot put up, oh, nice no-scope, that, you know, his first Navi's first round win was him with an MVP without a kill. So, you know, since that point, he's really warmed up. He's had a lot of impact on this top site. Only 5 to his name, but he's been entering A round after round for Navi. And dealing with Plopsky coming up the fence as well, giving him a full sense of security as Plopsky gets into the site but no further. The Eagle outside for Rez. We know these pistols are good for Nip, but a quick trade from Electronic. He will get tagged up by Twist, retreating back into A. An IP and a 4-on-4. They have lower as well. Nork is already in rotation, so that's being controlled by Navi, or by NIP. Plopsky pushed into the ramp room. Right now, considering the weaponry and the stakes here for this round for NIP, they're in a pretty good position. Definitely doable. Nork's going to look for the next kill, but nothing's giving him anything outside. Na'Vi actually abandoning that position, going back to T-Roof where Flamey's been sitting and trying to essentially retake the lobby, because right now they don't have it and NIP are starting to get control. Plopsky, he hears a footstep, he hesitates, and that might be the best call he's made this round. Waiting for Na'Vi to set up and get comfortable.
Oh, nice little kill from Simple. Plopsky's been spotted as well, so his flank isn't going to have the results they were hoping for. Maybe it might. Does take one down as a bit of a parting gift. Twist ringing out with the Deeg. Will get traded by Flamey, but it's all left onto Flamey in a 1v2. He drops down into B. They're going to hear this. There's an AWP that can be retrieved, and that can find its way into the hands of Nork. Flamey, they're not even going to try and let him get the plant down. They just charge him. They just hound him down. And NIP, they take this 9th round. They get one on the board. Yeah. Oh, buy some better sprays, bud. There's my advice, okay? You know, like, that's just one of the ones that CS drops you after the game. Oh, I got another one of that. Just a face. You know, it's not like a welcome to the clutch spray or something.
Salt sprays.
Yeah.
I don't see enough salt sprays. Honestly, I forget sprays exist, man. I'd love to abuse them. You know, great BM tool. We see like K-Serrata do it a lot on his enemies' bodies. And yeah, I like sprays, but definitely forget they exist in this game. 9-5. NIP, they don't let Na'Vi sweep the half. Remember that 8-1, 8-2, I guess, at one point Na'Vi started to build, finding 4 in a row, where it's finally going to get broken. NIP will at least win the half with style here. It's just whether down to whether Na'Vi finds 6 or 5. Oh, that's a pick. Flamey again on these A-site openers. He's been ruthless. Finding Nork through the smoke, and that's the top performer right now for NIP. Hampus, again, he may have had a strong start to this map with 3 kills in the first couple of rounds, or 3 kills in the pistol, I think it was, but 5 and 9 right now, again struggling individually. Na'Vi, a man up. Smokes in the outside area, not the standard ones, looking for lots of control here. And again, it's only Electronic coming behind them. I love this for Na'Vi because NIP have no idea what lurks outside. They don't know how many players possibly could be here. And so Na'Vi grouping towards ramp. NIP have pulled away from this position and stacked that top site. They're gambling on A and outside if you're Plopsky. So Na'Vi have full control towards ramp. They can split B off the back of the secret control as well. And there's no one lower for NIP.
Flamey doubling up. He really has gone from 0 to hero. He was 0-8 at one point in time in this game.
Ooh.
Well, now he's been the driving force, it feels like, in a lot of these Na'Vi rounds. Hampus coming in with a preemptive rotate down towards B, but he's the only man left standing. This round is another weird one, as Hampus tries to come up through the vent, sneaking in, bested by Boomich, and the half comes to a close. 9-6 in favor of NIP, but you remember, they were 7-0 up at one point in time, so this is a nice resurgence from Na'Vi. Can they keep it together on their CT side? You're going to have to join us in about 2 minutes to find out.
Hi, we're experienced travelers passing through.
Running
NIP in the lead after the first half. Things are looking up for the Ninjas, but, well, Betway don't really agree here, as they believe Na'Vi are going to pull the reverse sweep here in this series and, well, cut things down in the second half. At least recover that T-side after a bit of a sloppy start for Na'Vi, but now back in a pistol round, back in the favored half, things can start to flow like usual. Electronic, as is tradition. Quick tap outside. He's looking for more. NIP cross 3 and 4 down towards B. Well, they try and cross 4. They actually cross 3. The last man is in the lobby, and, well, Simple has joined him. Hampers, I don't think he's realized that Simple has gotten this deep, and this is a big bit of real estate for Na'Vi. Simple remaining very cautious, not over pushing, not fully clearing lobby, and knowing that they could still be a man at the back. So Hampers moving in, expecting this to be safe. It's anything but safe. That's a double man advantage for Na'Vi and NIP. They may be on this lower side, but so are the CTs. Up the vent they go. Popsky hunting for kills. Electronics trapped with a reload. He needs to get overwhelmed, he needs to get hounded down. Nork will do that, and now A is completely open for business.
Open for business indeed. Another kill. Plopsky's printed out the VAT number. He's ready to go on this one. Nork and him side by side. Got this bomb on the back of Plopsky. They're going to start to plug in these digits. Boomich little nade could do damage. And indeed it will. Both players tagged down very, very low on the receiving end of that. That's a little risky, Boomich. I don't think he'd do that again, bud. But maybe he will. He loves to tempt fate. Perfecto trying to come in. Boomich has got to draw the attention away to allow him to progress, and he does, but to his demise, it's Nork and Plopsky with a 2-on-4. Somehow, some way, they keep NIP in that pistol to reach double digits.
And again, the 5-on-3 for Na'Vi that just gets dropped. We had so many of those in the first half that NIP were able to claw back, and it's Na'Vi over-rotating to that lower bomb site, expecting, NIP to commit. I don't blame them for that, but NIP go right up the vents, and a very fast rotate to that top site will put them back in a powerful position. 10 rounds to their name, and Na'Vi on an eco. We saw, the results of Na'Vi being left to low economy in the first half. They went down 7-0, 8-1 before they even started to streak rounds together. Right now, Na'Vi, they want to get those guns out ASAP, but what that requires is an eco here, and oh dear. Forget I said anything. Na'Vi, they're fully committing, and I think I prefer this, to be honest. The chance that Na'Vi win this, it's going to be a difficult round if NIP do something like a quick topside rush. But if Na'Vi do win it, they save themselves in this series. If they lose it, they dig themselves a very deep hole, and they're gonna have to recover, up against like a 12-6 scoreline. So let's see the result. Or close shots for Electronic, but close won't cut it as NIP cross towards B.
Boomich has got to do a lot with very, very little here. The CZ and a dream, and this smoke is hiding behind it. A deadly truth. Boomich, run as fast as you can. He gets into the B site, but he's lost his teammate at ramp, and oh dear, he tried to go in to get the gun, and he realizes very, very quickly the mistake he's made. Flamey though, will he be considered? It's a third man in the site. Oh dear, he does. They find him, they deal with Electronic. Perfecto now the only man left standing. RV not able to find anything with this force fight. Perfecto with one, but that is it. 11 now on the board for NIP, and a 12th right around the corner as this money is gone for the Na'Vi side.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? Like a 12-6 before Na'Vi even have an M4 in this game. And, of course, doable for Na'Vi on their map pick. But NIP, I'm holding out for this right now. They're looking to bring us to train, and it seems very trainable at this point. Haha. Got a Molotov on Electronic on an eco. Bit of a rarity. He's going to throw that in. He's going to go outside as well. He's trying to stop those smokes, and that's actually a really good idea considering NIP have been going for these smokes consistently, but they come in late. That second one delayed. It's a good call to allow the smoke to bloom correctly. This grenade for Flamey might find some damage, but he's got to drop with it. Not really that much. Flamey falling back to B. Na'Vi having to give up this position. It's going to be an absolute B rush here from NIP. No reason to stop. There's a kill from Electronic. Boomich is here with the P250, but oh, what? He got a kill there.
He got that.
Okay.
That's insane. And that's a team nade onto Hampus, bringing him down low. They're really giving him a trial by fire. And that's led to his death.
No,
Simple now here with the Deagle, and he's going to get rid of Rez. Plopsky's gone as well. And with the vanilla pistols, Na'Vi do it. So, okay, right, if this map, if this series, well, more so this map, if it's taught us anything, forget everything you thought you knew about Counter-Strike, because this is the game now.
That is, look at that shot. Oh, you can't even tell he got it. Simple whiffs like 4 bullets and then just bang. Like, oh. That was excellent for Na'Vi, but definitely like NIP, you know, eco-hunting, right? Classic case.
I mean, I don't even know, man. Like,
well, apart from Hampus,
the only guy that goes hunting is Hampus, who gets team naded, and you know, like Boomich's shot is just incredible. There's no accounting for it, and then it just looks like, you know, for NIP they hit like that panic mode of realizing, oh dear, okay, we're a man down. We have to really get this back under control. And they're so fixated on the high volume of players that was spotted coming out of the vents that they completely discount Simple wrapping into the window. I don't know, man. It felt like NIP played that right outside of the team nade onto Hampus. That was just a great recovery from Na'Vi in that round. And it wasn't right till the very end when the pressure's on that it really fell apart. So it's like we keep seeing shadows of Na'Vi. Like they keep showing us the team that they were on Overpass, but only glimmers of it. You know, like not looking like the same high-flying squad that were just on our screen about an hour ago.
Not consistently, at least, right? Like on and off, very on and off. Simple. He hit a timing, a very good one to the secret stairs. Outside smokes, Electronic had a gap, he's going to go in with a flash. Oh, he spots one. Simple doesn't need to show his position, but now he can. After Electronic has drawn them in, Simple shuts them out. 2 kills in the yard. Na'Vi, though, don't consider this round being a 1 off the back of a double. Boomich is going to drop the bomb. Hampus is already in secret, I imagine from a vent drop of some sort, but Rez has been traded on ramp by Flamey's re-aggression, and it's down to Hampus in a big old clutch. He does find Simple outside, but past this point it's going to be very difficult. Knife out, gets shot the second he does, and Na'Vi find 8. Securing themselves a bit of a buffer here in the CT side as they break the money of NIP, and this can close up the game nice and tight. Bit of a gap in the smoke there for NIP. Hopefully they get them right on the next time around, because you know Electronic will go back for seconds. Here's those Glocks and P250s. Na'Vi have already won a full acre. Let's see if NIP can do any better.
Twister's got his running shoes on, and he's really ahead of the curve, but Simple.
What?
All right, okay, that's fine. Oh dear, they swarm on down onto Electronic, but it gets put back under control by the fellas up in this A-bomb site.
Shoots the gun. Simple was the only guy who needed the upgrade. He came from secret, and whoever grabbed the gun shot it away. Boomich also dropped his weapon as he waited for the AK. Not only does Simple stay with the SMG, but Boomich doesn't even get a gun. He drops his M4 and the AK doesn't get picked up. Oh dear, Na'Vi, man. Like, you know, you love him and you also hate him at the same time. God. That's just when the communications are clearly getting frantic for Na'Vi, and a post-round as well. I can't imagine.
Yeah, like win a victory, you know? Like,
guys, quick, Nate, give me the gun. Yeah, you got to hope that things are calm in the Na'Vi camp, because NIP have still got some life in them yet.
Yeah, Boomich, hey, just quietly reinvesting like in an M4, don't say a word. You picked up an AK off the ground from one of your teammates, you just pretend like you had it the whole time, like no one has to know. And don't worry, Boomich, we will keep your secret. So, I say that, I mean, everything was live. We have it, we have the VODs, we have the receipts. Plopsky, spotted in main, but does come out ahead with the duel. Onto Electronic, follow-up from Nork, and this A-bomb site, what was left of it, is overrun by NIP. Nork coming together for even more kills in this round. And for Simple and Boomich, they're going to have to save and hold on to this AWP and AK. Oh dear, Plopsky, second kill in the round. He's on a tear. He hunts down Simple with that AWP. And this is going to be a 12th on the board for NIP. Not only is it clean, they've kept all 5 alive, but they've also shut down these players saving, all bar the exception of Boomich. As long as he doesn't have the tendency to hit that G key again, everything should be okay for him.
NIP won't find him. Well, that's fine by them. 5 alive and another rifle round 1. Then another. NIP got the pistol. They won the anti-force. Navi won an eco and went on a 3-round streak. And now that has been broken. Has the money been broken with it, though? That's a question for Navi. They've still got a little bit left to invest, and Simple does have the AWP here, so it's a decent buy. But Navi, yeah, if they don't win this round, this map might end. It might take us to train, because NIP not only up to 13, but on an anti-eco. So pressure really is on this round for Navi. Electronic in the back garage, standard stuff. Got Flamey Hell side, Simple on ramp. Flamey's going to be able to assist Heaven and also throw outside flashes to assist Electronic. Boomich and him holding a crossfire. It's a good setup for Navi. NIP are going to go outside though, so this setup will get dispersed as Navi going to need to deal with the B play here from the Ninjas. Going to have to move players down lower. Who do they decide to do? It's going to be Simple with the AWP. First man down from the ramp. Flamey takes his place, but it's not a B play for NIP. They're going back towards main. Quick tag, quick dink from Electronic. He's got to swing. He's got to get a little more value, but he finds 2 dinks, no kills. Still NIP on teeter-totting between death, at least for Popsky and Nork. And if they want this A site, they've got to get through another crossfire.
Simple from this stairs position. There's one. Takes the fallback. Boomich going to remove Nork outside in the meantime, and Simple is sticking around, still looking for these fights. He's the only man down here at B, so he doesn't want to get overwhelmed and lose the bomb site, because the rest of Na'Vi are a little ways away from rotating just yet. Simple still getting pressured, and they're closer than he's ready for. Now the rotation comes in from the rest of Na'Vi. 3-on-2. You're probably looking at this thinking, well, how could this go wrong? Well, it has done before, but this time around, they deny the bomb plant, leaving it on twist. They isolate those engagements. They mop it up. Boomich coming in with 3. And that's Na'Vi looking to return to form as they now reach double digits.
It's good Boomich saved that AK. You know, getting away with 3 kills, Harry. Pretty big value. See, I'm a half joking there, but I'm also not, because he actually did save the AK in the previous round. But yeah, I mean, Na'Vi, the rotate there was really good. They knew that NIP had to commit. There were 20 seconds after Simple got taken down, and there was just no way that NIP could go back up unless they take vents, and that's where Na'Vi are coming from. So lots of nades towards A. Boomich avoids them. He's got a full belt of util as well, so he doesn't have to worry about a faster play for NIP. He can drop the molly if they give any indication that they're coming towards that site. Smoke's outside. Already players here for NIP. Again, the economy of both sides really come to a breaking point. Loser of this round is on eco, and so pressure's on for Na'Vi more so than anyone. Down by 2. Quick flash into main. Electronic again. And Popsky just 360s him for style points. Takes him down in the garage. And yeah, Na'Vi needs to start switching up these positions because NIP are very ready for the setups. In fact, they're going to try and push hard. Hampus holding, but does miss his shot. It's a wallbang kill. Blimey. NIP now going to go ramp side from Hell. They don't flank Heaven towards A. And Flamey's missed the timing. He's pushed into ramp. Now, Simple's the only man on B, but he is at least safe in the secret. And now he's considering the fact that they could be coming down from ramp side. So 40 seconds here. NIP selling the B fake with flashbangs. Surely they're not going to commit with this though. The bomb going back towards Hell. Na'Vi scrambling to rotate down B, but NIP are faking them out to take this top site. And there's no one here for Na'Vi. Dear, oh dear, they got to come back through the hut now.
With the Molotovs going in, it will become clear. Perfecto has to offer something up from this position. Boomich gets dealt with, traded, left in a 3-on-3. Perfecto with a crucial kill to see Na'Vi into this retake with a man advantage. Nork is wrapping him, and he just killed Boomich. So, bit of a mystery as to how they weren't entirely ready for it as he continues to go aggressive. Nork maintaining this position in the lobby. Following up with another, trade comes in from Flamey, now left in the 1v1. Rez is trapped back in this bomb site, and Flamey Doesn't know that yet, but he's going to spot the bomb. Isn't really planted for anything, so he has an inkling, and that will be the kill. And the round for Na'Vi. 11 now on the board, and he's looking to grab himself an AK. He'll get his hands on it. So closing this gap, closing the distance. Now just one away from tying this up with an NIP squad that got off to a 7-0 start in this map.
Yeah, Perfecto actually couldn't turn around there because he was trapped in the hut corner by the player close in the sight. So yeah, he realized if he looked behind him, his barrel would have stuck out and he likely would have just gotten peeked by Rez. And so he just kind of had to commit with that and hope for the best. Also, Nork snuck on the back line, so no guarantee that he was ever going to flank. But good play from Nork, still not enough for NIP. The bomb plant, ooh, it gives him some money, but this would be, you know, tempting fate if you bought here if you're NIP. You're up by 1. Use that to your advantage. Take this one as a breather. Get an eco off and figure out what you want to do in this pause. Double Mac 10s with pistols. Na'Vi, do they keep putting Electronic in the back garage? He has been countered round after round. Even when he's finding damage and dinks, he's never getting away with, you know, a kill. And NIP have been on top of that position every single time. So Electronic, love to see him try and switch things up here. Maybe play towards Secret, swap out with Simple on the AWP. He can play passive garage. But yeah, this is it. Electronic crossing with the Molotov. And look how quick he gets here. Twist has no idea. And Electronic has a free kill there. That's lovely stuff from Electronic. A real danger trying to do that, but he gets away with it because NIP are charging ramp with 4. Simple can't help. Flamey, he's in a spot of bother, and the Molotov only finds a bit of damage. The kill will come through from him, and Electronic on that B rotate. The early Secret position provides some salvation, and he'll be able to shut down the round. Won't save the AK, but will save Na'Vi and that anti-eco.
Here we have it, all tied up at 12-12. NIP, they got off to a great start, and they've made every one of these rounds, it feels like, look doable. So they've been fighting very, very hard to keep this scoreline up. Now we hit the juncture where maybe it turns against them. Na'Vi stumbling back to their feet after a bit of an odd, very like uncharacteristically Na'Vi start to this game. Now waking back up and showing us this form that we've come to expect.
The form that we saw just a map ago, Harry. Remember, that's a 16-8 on Overpass. 12-3 CT side for Na'Vi. Like, they look so in control there. So, yeah, this slow start was definitely not accounted for, but, well, recovered. The numbers speak for themselves. Na'Vi are equal with NIP in this game. Stalemate.
Now they hit the go button. Flamey dropping that Molotov, forcing them through it, and a man was deep, but Simple's come in to help Flamey out. With that kill, they've dropped the bomb, and Na'Vi aren't backing off. They're not falling down into B. They're looking to keep this contested, and Flamey offering up yet another kill. They lose Twist elsewhere. It is all left onto Plopsky. I think has been spotted here at the ramp for him. They know he's coming this way anyway with the bomb in this position. That molly will at least allow him that 1v1 onto Flamey, but the moment this veil fades, the smoke is now gone. Simple's able to swing out, and Na'Vi, they take the lead, 13-12. No money in the, well, that's not a lie, that's a lie. There is money in these NIP bank accounts, but not enough to go for a purchase. It's going to be a partial investment up against 13, up against Na'Vi, finding themselves in the lead for the first time in this map.
Oh, how the cookie crumbles, Harry, and for NIP, oh dear, a missed Dorne. They wanted to fast play A. They're going to have to bail on that one immediately. You can see Rez going back to spawn. Everyone's calling this one out, and NIP going to have to change up the game plan. Where do they go? Smokes outside again instead as Electronic. He just sits in main, trying to fight the outside. Fake smokes though, NIP not pushing anything behind them, and no info for Na'Vi to confirm or deny that. Simple's on this top site, and right place, right time. Does he stick around? Because NIP are about to burst. There's a player on top of Silos playing anti-flash. That's perfecto. This is a good setup for Na'Vi. 3 here, and surely this should be their round up against the pistols. You're relying on Plopsky. Missed shot from Simple. That's info. Does it send NIP away from this site? Certainly looks to be the case for the time being. Twist looks at ramp, but there's the commitment. There's the kill that will get NIP pumped.
will it carry forward? Perfecto has to be on a swivel here. He has the ever-watchful eye of Simple up above, and with the help from Flamey, the kills have gone the way of Na'Vi. Nork, top performer for NIP, top performer in the server, armed with only a deagle to try and answer back. Lands the tag onto Flamey as he falls. That's even more damage done. Baits the shot from Simple, who offers up a fight with a P2K. Both these players for Na'Vi are low, but they keep pressuring, they keep the pressure on, and they find a 14th round. They don't give Nork the room to maneuver.
Na'Vi were in like, I think a 2-on-4 at one point in that site. Those entries came in so quick. Simple, he takes such a risk strafing out wide from heaven, right? There's players below him, there's two next to the door. He's got Perfecto behind him to support, but Simple hits the quickest shot on a hub player, and then Perfecto just covers with a double. Good setup there for Na'Vi. The 1-2 punch on that A-bomb site. Flamey rather, not Perfecto. But yeah, still, Na'Vi, another round to their name, 14 in the game, and NIP on what could be their last purchase in this series if things don't go their way. And boy, things are not going their way. Electronic, we have not seen him do anything like this all game, and Plopsky might just be going down. That smoke gives Plopsky the room to get behind red. And Electronic, he's still here though. You know, there's more players crossing. He's spotted one. Gonna try and transfer. There's the trade for Nork. Very quick indeed. Keeps NIP in this one.
Yeah, the smokes are down outside, but NIP aren't crossing behind them. They're going to try and get in towards ramp. Flamey wrangling with that gun, regains control, and missed shot from Simple, uncharacteristically so, enables this A-side play from NIP. There's a tag. That was onto Hampus, finishes it off the second time around, but Nork, as he so often does, gets up in the face and immediately gets that trade. He's on 3 kills in this round, and he's not content with just the hat trick. He's looking for a little bit more. He's moved back into the hut to set up here for this post plant. Dinks Boomich. Flamey from heaven has been waiting so patiently to try and deny this defuse. Rez taps it to try and bait the people. Flamey now swinging out, catches him, changing to the bomb. It's all on Nork. He needs the ace to deny map and series point to Na'Vi. And he's going to duck out the A site. Goodbye. Tries to get down the vent, but there comes Flamey. Match and series point for Na'Vi and Flamey. What a storyline in this map. He goes from being the problem for Na'Vi. 0 kills to his name. I think it was heading into round number 8, so 0-7 on the board. And now, since then, in that round, he was the MVP. He was the reason they got it locked in. Since then, he's recovered massively and is second on the board for all of Na'Vi. What an individual recovery to save this game for the Na'Vi squad.
He's had some huge rounds. Considering Electronic has had trouble outside, right? He definitely has recovered in the past few, but Flamey has filled the void. Then, dear, Electronic again. Back garage and back to the graveyard. It feels all too familiar here for Na'Vi. They're not out of the woods yet. They're not shutting NIP out of this series. Nork on a double. He is looking for more and more. He's already up 30 plus. Simple. Not quite there yet, but gunning for it. Finds Hampus. Nork on a third. Drops Simple. This man is just on a tear. Boomich fake drops Vent. He's going to come right back up, though. And they've got to be careful with that heaven split. That's where Nork is coming from. Flashing through. Boomich looking to drop the bomb in the main smoke. He could win this round on his own. And they line up, but he only gets one. There's the flash. Perfecto drops Plopsky. Now he's got to be careful from the main wrap. But the Twist doesn't want to lose the bomb on his own. So he heads secret to B to regroup with Nork.
Perfecto fakes the rotation, makes noise in doing so. Could cut this bomb off. Nork is re-wrapped round in through the double doors to join up with Twist, and they're going to go up A. They're going to try and do Perfecto, but this isn't a man that you can... they're stuck on each other. Get out of the way. Let them go up. Almost around. Nork really wanted that gunfight, and with... I mean... it got a little bit dicey. At least he makes up for it, right? Like, because you can imagine the comms there. Like, that would have been terrifying. Imagine how it feels to be Plopsky. You're thinking, like, I'm going to die. Please, if you don't move out the way, or Twist rather, if you don't move, Nork, I am dead. And he does die, but Nork gets the trade at least. And with it, they break the money for Na'Vi. 14 could be arriving on the scoreline for NIP. There is still a chance that they recover this game yet. They're only up against the Pistols in this round. And Hampus, sneaky little man, has gotten down the vent.
Yeah, I love that. He reads the money so well, man. Na'Vi went on, what, a 6-round streak? NIP get one, and they immediately read the fact that they're anti-eco and throw in that fast door play, knowing Na'Vi won't have Molotovs. They've got to play for round number 30, and Hampus has come in from lower. But this is an expected path, and so Na'Vi should be aware of this possibility. He's not going to commit outside. Plopsky's looking, however, but sees nothing. We got Electronic tucked close in the garage this time, supported by Simple. Probably calling for help in this eco because things have been rough in garage. And every time we've seen Electronic switch it up and go somewhere else, he's had great effect. So in that last round, I'm sure he'll do the same. I'm sure he'll move back to another play. Maybe just go glaving it around the red box. Nork, 34 kills and not stopping. Hampus cutting off vent rotations. He's been here all game long, waiting for Boomich. Nork, oh, the reload. He's running away. And that's given Electronic a bit of a room to move on the chase. He gets smoked and he runs through it. Nork hears every footstep and he finds his 35th. Just adding more and more. Plopsky spots one on the ramp, but there's just no pressure for NIP here. Not in this round, at least. They know that Na'Vi have to come to them, and Plopsky happily takes that peek. Nork finishes it off, and he's aiming for the 40 bomb right now. 4 kills in that follow-up round would do it. And that would at least send us to OT as well here in the second map. Train as a potential third. Na'Vi still looking for this 2-0. They could end it here and now. They could deny OT, but they've not exactly got the best money in the world.
Pressure's really on now for either of these teams, right? NIP vying for overtime, trying to take us the distance with the end goal of getting us to trade. Simple here outside with the AWP, and that first kill gets delivered. There's not a smoke here, and Plopsky trying to run the gauntlet gets dropped. So now NIP outside is officially off limits. They regroup back up in the lobby, and they might look to go for one of these explosive A plays where they frequently got the better of Na'Vi on the back of. Boomich and Electronic playing this double setup. They've also got Simple nearby outside, and even Perfecto holding onto the hut. This is a very heavy A-site lead from Na'Vi. This is the perfect time to pull it in. Majority of players here on SMGs. Can they hold down the line as this execute now comes through? The Molotov is going to split this push in half. The players from the hut can't come out, and so we're relying on the rest of the gang to put up the kills. Into the crossfire they go, and it's all left on to Rez. Flamey flanking ramp just gets spotted. Rez knows there's a temporary one-on-one he can try and get, but Flamey is not taking any chances. He knows he doesn't have to. He's backed all the way off to ramp. Silence falls across Nuke in this 1v3. Rez looking for anything, and Flamey about to swing out from hell. Rez could get caught looking the wrong way. Able to dodge him, gets down the ramp, has made noise, so Na'Vi know this. Rez is going to be afforded a bomb plant at a bare minimum. Electronic, fast on the rotation, swings the door open and secures the victory for Na'Vi. They get it over the line. It takes the full 30 rounds and a comeback from being 7-0 down to open up this game, but they do just about get over the finish line and take this series 2-0.
Credit's got to go to Nork, man. All commiserations in this series. He really showed up today, especially in Nuke. 36 kills and